Hi students, I'll try in this educational video to technologically introduce the general rules that should be applied for openings in pressure vessels based on the ASME standards, of course and always as simply and as clearly as possible. Okay, let's go. First of all, it should be noted that this educational video handles just the case of general rules for openings. There are some other specific rules that should be applied in some specific cases, and you can discover these specific rules in the ASME standards. But in this educational video, we will talk about just the general rules, the most general rules. So, based on the ASME Section A Division 1 UG-36, we can distinguish some principal or general rules for openings. There are the rules for the shape of the opening, and there are the rules for the size of the opening. Now the same document, which is of course ASME Section A Division 1 UG-36, states that the shape opening that can be carried out on a pressure vessel should be preferably circular or elliptical or oblong. But we can carry out other shapes of opening, but pay attention in this case, all corners in this other shape should be with suitable radius. Now, based always on the same document, ASME Section A Division 1 UG-36, we have some general sizing rules, some general rules for the sizing of the openings that are reinforced properly. And the proper reinforcement here is very important, and I will explain this in depth in the next educational video. So, these general sizing rules are distinguished for the cylindrical and conical shells and for the spherical shells and formed heads. Well, for the cylindrical and conical shells, when the internal diameter is less than 1520 millimeters, the opening diameter should not exceed the lesser of one half the vessel diameter and 510 millimeters. And when the internal diameter is higher than 1520 millimeters, the opening diameter should not exceed the lesser of one third the vessel diameter and 1020 millimeters. It's to note here that for conical shells, the internal diameter is the diameter of the cone at the center of the opening. Now, for spherical and formed heads, of course, that are properly reinforced, there are no particular rules about the size limitation. Now, whatever cylindrical or conical or spherical shells or formed heads, please pay attention if the opening is carried out through a welded joint, some additional provisions should be taken into consideration. These additional provisions are based on the document ASME Section A Division 1 UW-14, and I will explain this issue in another educational video. Well, this educational video takes end. Please mention all your remarks and suggestions in the comments. Thank you for your attention.